Do you really believe that acting is easy?
Life is like a box of pizza.
That's your quote in all of that. Do you really believe that acting is easy? Acting is easy.
So,
That's your quote.
it's
in all
crazy.
of that.
The other
Do you
day, it
really
was
believe
like
that?
the last podcast we did. Um, I put the last podcast,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and people were all they were sending me letters.
Ooh,
Our fans,
sad.
like, they don't have anything better to do. So they're sending us letters. They're like, and you know what? You know what's sad about the letters? They made me feel like I was an amateur. The letters, because they were all like, "Don't give up." I was like, I never did give up. Why would I give up? I'm better than you in the first place.
It's called art.
Yeah. No, but they were all like, "Keep it up. You guys are getting really good." They were all like trying to pat me on the back. And I was like, I've always known I've been better than you. Not you, Eli, but the person that wanted to say,
You know
"Keep it
what?
up."
You know what you want them to say to you?
What?
You want them to say you suck, because that means you're actually
So
good.
I know I'm saying all sorts of.
When they say you're actually good, don't give it up, that means you're not a threat to them.
What I found out is if you're an artist
That's
now,
comedy, too.
it is comedy. But you know what I found out?
I mean, that's in the comedy world.
It is. But guess what I found out? Is if you're not if you're not legitly oppositional, or if you're oppositional like more than once, then they think it's a skit and then they don't attack you anymore. But then that totally ruins the Donald Trump thing. Because Donald Trump constantly has new material, constantly being attacked.
Yeah.
Do you mean it's like he's constantly getting ratings?
He has to be on.
He's always on. Like, why? That's an award if I ever heard one.
It's a tough job.
It's a tough job to constantly be like to rile up the same people over and over again. And then at the same time, not to get too close to the people that like you. Dude, it sounds like he's living the American dream. Do you know what I mean? The people, like, think about all celebrities, right? The best part is they get people that hate them, right? Once you get someone to hate you as a celebrity, you're winning, right? Okay, now this is the scarier part. The ones that like you, like when you're super famous, like the ones that start liking you too much, the stalkers and like the ones that just want your money,
Yeah.
or the ones that just pretend to know you. How do you keep your distance from them? And that's what Donald Trump's doing. Like the people that like them, the real hardcore.
Like Meatloaf, the singer.
Yeah, what about him?
He loves Donald Trump.
Really?
He was on his show.
I wonder what Jack Black thinks of that.
Because he was in that movie.
Well, Jack Black's whole what's the Tenacious D?
He was in the Tenacious D movie.
Jack Black was?
Meatloaf.
But Jack Black does Meatloaf.
He plays his father
Oh, he does?
in the beginning.
Dude, I feel like Jack Black's whole skit is Meatloaf.
Cause I'm bad out of hell, I'm a bat out of hell, I'm a bat out of hell. Cause the river. Wait. There's a town in the town of tonight. I'm a bat out of hell. I'll do anything for pizza, but I won't do that.
Do what?
That was his song, you remember?
He'll do anything for pizza?
No, he said, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Yeah. What is that?
That's someone I admire. Meatloaf.
Yeah, that's a good little line.
Well, he had a trifecta going. He had Rocky Horror,
Yeah.
he had his own solo career, and he had Fight Club.
Yeah, he had a
He's in-
steady career. Now what is he doing?
I think he's like,
He did a VH1 special, and then he just curled up in some hole in Lake Havasu.
I think he's doing. I think he's podcasting.
Yeah, everybody's podcasting. He lives in Lake Havasu. He does a podcast out of Lake Havasu.
He's performing in Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
One day Phoenix is gonna be like Branson, Missouri.
If it just, you know, if it just,
We
if,
just
if it keeps studying Portland, it'll be Branson, Missouri in no time.
we just need Donnie Osmond here.
If Phoenix keeps stealing half-ass ideas from Portland, it will be Branson, Missouri in no time.
Do you know what Branson, Missouri is?
No, but-
Basically,
Is it a small town?
well, it's every shitty record that you find at Goodwill that no one wants to buy.
It's there. They
No,
collect 'em.
and they give that person a whole theater, like Herb Albert or Roger Williams, or I don't know. They just give them a whole theater and they go nuts
Year round.
year round.
Jesus. Talk about socialism.
Once my grandma went there
Yeah.
and she brought me back that guy Yatko from Russia, that comedian. She brought me his tape.
Oh, really?
Like, in Russia, you don't use toilet uses you. It's like jokes like that.
I think I remember
remember
that
that
guy. I think I kind of do.
He's a big shit. He's a big comic for a while.
What years?
Around the time of Andrew Dice Clay was big,
You have to link me.
and Bobcat Goldthwait with.
Man, I would have sampled him. Who'd I sample today?
In Russia, I'm surprised he didn't have a career resurgence during the election.
Let's see who I sampled today.
Secondly, I feel like it fundamentally missed the I guess the human element
Oh,
of,
this guy?
of what people are fighting
This
for
this
in America.
this piece of shit.
And that is trying.
This Johnny-
Secondly, I feel like it fundamentally missed the
So this guy, he's talking shit on Neil deGrasse's post.
Oh yeah, I hate this guy.
You know, at the same time, like, he knew what he was doing.
Degrassi Tyson.
Yeah, it's fine. You get what I'm saying? And at the same time, like, I know what they were doing too. The mourners. You know, the ones that try so hard to feel compassion.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that love dogs. They rescue dogs. But they'll eat a hamburger. You know what I'm talking about. The ones that go to Whole Foods.
But Whole
They're
Foods.
vegetarian. They're vegans, but they'll go to Whole Foods and buy a lobster.
They're vegans until they go to dinner with their family, and then they'll eat a big steak with their family.
Yeah, cause you know,
Why not?
I'm a daddy's girl, you know.
And if you're gonna play a part, just play it.
So you know the Neil deGrasse
Yeah, I heard about that.
Twitter. Do you? I mean, it's pretty clever, right?
He said more people are dying than in shootings or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like you don't need to be as smart as him to say that.
True.
And it was the most corniest data I've ever heard. It's like, why didn't he talk about how many movies were being sold? That would be more hurtful. Like, yeah, 19 people died over here, but how's that new Tarantino movie doing in the box office?
Oh yeah.
See, this is what I think the ideal of this podcast is, and it's therapeutic for if there is anybody watching still. Is the idea that
Why is it on
tangents-
me? Go on 8.
T-
Oh, it went.
I need to update it. I need to update the firmware.
Go.
Do you think it even follows? Like if I go.
Yeah. Go to him.
So, anyways, I got that one.
acting is easy.
This is good shit.
That's your quote from Tim Oliphant. Do you really believe
actually
that?
that
Acting
little
is
that
easy?
thing you sent me
Acting is easy.
was
That's
it,
your quote
it possibly
from
changed my
Oliphant.
life.
Do you really believe that?
Because this actually
Acting
changed my
is
life
Tell
here.
me what to say. They tell me what to wear. It's a piece of cake.
Really?
Stand over there and say this. Here, put this on.
So like,
He's a good comedian.
is he a comedian?
No.
He's just an actor,
He's in
right?
that Tarantino movie.
Who do he play?
The cowboy.
At the beginning,
When they were
somewhere.
filming.
Yeah, did he start shit with him?
Forgot.
Yeah, that movie definitely is easy to forget.
He was he was on Justified.
So he wasn't Dylan McKay.
I don't know who that was.
You know who Dylan McKay is? The guy from 90210?
Paul Dillon.
Paul Dillon Anderson?
No, what's that guy's name? Dylan
Dylan McKay from 90210. He died, and they
Luke
kept
Perry.
him. Luke Perry. They kept him in the Tarantino film.
Yeah.
So that wasn't Luke Perry?
That wasn't him.
They look the same, right?
No,
All white people look the same. Look, I got cut my own racism again. You know, they just all start looking the same.
speaking of white people,
Yeah.
let me talk about avocados.
So just like, yeah, go ahead.
So I guess white people,
We're buying too many of them.
they love avocados, avocado toast, avocado. They just love avocados, and it drove the price up. And now, instead of selling drugs, and this isn't a bit, this is a real thing that's happening. Instead of selling drugs, drug cartels are selling avocados, and they're killing each other over it. The trade routes.
Are they California avocados
They're
still?
Mexico. And at my work,
How often do you get a Mexico avocado?
usually.
Really?
But at my work,
Yeah.
we had to stop serving avocados for like 2 weeks.
Because they were like $6 a pop.
It doubled in price. It tripled in price. Because of the drug cartels.
Couldn't you get that pre-made avocado? Couldn't you get that pre-made guac at Safeway? Couldn't you get a couple guys to run down there and get a couple of those
I don't know.
buckets?
I don't crunch the numbers there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I had to deal with.
If you have a business, the best thing you can do if you run out of shit, you send the guy down there to pick a shit up at Safeway.
Well, they didn't even run out of it. It was just too expensive.
Yeah, you know who else did that shit?
And everyone was complaining. All the white people. They were, you don't have avocados. Oh my god, you don't have avocados? That's so stupid.
You know, there was a few restaurants that did that, Eli. There was a few of them. They said we're not going to serve avocados today.
Ooh,
Otro Cafe did that. But they just did, it was clickbaity though, because
from Arcadia?
yeah, but they posted on Instagram. They were clickbaiting it because they were like they wanted to complain with the rest of the world, so they
Where's
get more.
Ultra? Oh, on
Bethany Home in like 7th Street.
that's right in the avocado zone.
Yeah, that's avocado capital.
Fuck.
Why do you think everybody doesn't read anymore?
Internet.
But like, how come you go out and no one's talking sophisticated at all? You ever notice that? They're always talking about some shitty series they've been watching on TV.
They just talk about trending.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm losing fans. I'm painting the most. Like, it's so hard to paint. Let's see. Keep singing. That was the cops. Fucking cops. Don't worry, I gave them some free coffee, and they're gone. So yeah, what did I miss? Oh, man. Why are the headphones going? What's going on with that? Look at it's like the headphones are glitching. Is that recording? Yeah. That's so weird. Yeah, so did you know in South America they got better avocados over there?
Why?
They're made different. It's a different genetic strand of the avocado family. So California avocados have like a harder ridge around the outside. You know, this one looks more like a mango. It's softer on the outside, but guess what? You cut it open, same type of material.
I'll tell you what. I just had a business idea.
Yeah, what is it? What's your idea?
If you want to make some serious money right now,
Yeah.
start growing avocados here.
You know how hard it is to grow avocados? I got a buddy that's growing avocados right now.
But everyone has a big seed in it.
Oh, make the seed smaller. Oh no, make the seed bigger. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Think about the economics, right? You want to make the seed bigger. You want to know why you want to make the seed bigger? Because they think it's the same size avocado, but you're actually making tons more money. Because you're giving it's a bigger seed.
Bingo.
You're charging the same price. They're getting less avocado. You're getting more money.
Bingo.
That sounds like a scam. I'm surprised no one's thought of
But
that
the
yet.
cartels might go after you if you start doing too good.
It's like cutting drugs with baking soda, but baking powder, right? And instead, you're cutting it with bigger nut seed of an avocado.
Yeah.
So they think they're getting high, but they're getting high on less supply.
But they're getting low.
Yeah. All these people, these rich ladies, be paying like $2 an avocado, and all they're getting is like just enough to
They
cover.
don't care.
It's just enough to cover one toast.
They don't care.
They don't care. They'll pay for it.
They just want the avocado.
They want their Dutch Bros. They want their Dutch Bros and the damn fucking avocado.
If they got money in the bank, they just want it. They just want to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God, man, that damn headphone thing, that's such a motherfucker.
How do you get that off of there?
I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why that thing's acting up like that. It doesn't matter.
Is it gonna record on there?
No. It's just the headphones. So it's not even
But look, the camera's not switching now.
It is.
Oh.
Acting. Tell me what to. Secondly, I feel like it's fun.
Here, huh? What is this shit, huh?
This is my favorite part right here.
Here, huh? What is this shit, huh?
I told you yourself,
Here, huh?
scumbag.
What is this shit, huh? Here, huh?
I told you yourself, scumbag.
Here, huh?
I told you yourself, scumbag.
Here, huh?
Who the fuck are you? I should remember you.
Remember this scene? What movie is this?
What, you think you like me? You ain't like me, motherfucker. You a punk.
Scarface.
I've been with made people,
Don't tell me.
connected people. Who you been with? Who the fuck are you? I should remember you.
Al Pacino's only done 3 movies.
Scarface.
He's only done 3 movies. He's the-
Carlito's Way.
Yep. Al Pacino's only done 3 movies. He's only done Scarface, Carlito's
Pacino's.
Way, and Godfather.
Godfathers and Serpico.
Is that a good one?
Dog Day Afternoon.
Are those good, really? Does have Pacino at his fullest?
Yep.
Does he say, motherfucker? Does-
You walking here with your pussy and just waving it around in my face, and I'll take it away from you.
oh, yeah. That was from Dick Tracy,
It's
wasn't
from
it?
Heat.
That's what he said to Madonna.
Your mama puts her pussy in my face, and I'll take it away from you.
Dude, you got that down. You
Yeah.
should
I practiced that one.
you should try to make some money off of that.
Go fuck yourself. Wow. Whoa, that was a hit.
I thought it was good.
Dang,
Dude,
I haven't done that forever.
dude, I wish you would have said that in the theater when Al Pacino came on.
Wow. It's show business. I can do Adam Sandler.
Dude, Tarantino didn't fuck with his fucking talent, Pacino's talent at all. in
I
that
can
movie.
I can do Adam Sandler too.
Okay, go for it.
I thought, oh, that's a big. Shut up! Jackass.
Adam Sandler. You know, that was such a good impersonation. It just reminded me how much Adam Sandler sucks. I mean, the only time I was a fan with Adam Sandler was like when I was like 14 years old.
I have to confess, I'm a fan.
You're still a fan?
Always.
That's awesome, dude.
He inspired me to want to make music.
Really?
It was,
From his first like recordings?
it was the first CD I ever bought in
That
my life.
record. What was it? What did it have? The Dreidel song on there? What else?
Yep.
Did it have? That's all right.
The Goat song.
Okay.
He's like, I'm all gonna laugh at you.
Let me get some AC here.
Oh, that's your AC.
The weather was kind of good today though.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to.
He was good in Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, he was. He was good in Punch Drunk Love. But I never thought his comedy was that good.
It's funny.
I tried showing my son Billy Madison.
Is there feedback?
It's probably from those headphones.
Oh. But
Here, I'll put this on.
testing. I think it's from the phone.
Yeah, but I put this on there, it'll be fine. There's not gonna be any feedback though.
I think you know what his breakthrough was?
What?
He always laughed at his own jokes while he was telling them.
Yeah, that's
No one else was doing that then.
well, all these kids liked him. I think because their mom would let them listen to it.
Yeah.
Shut up! Shut up! Can you do the penguin? Mr. Pink, what is it? Can you do the penguin?
Mr. Popper's Penguins?
Yeah.
That was Jim Carrey.
No. When he would, in Billy Madison, when he'd always chase the penguin when he was drunk.
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember him always chasing the penguin?
No.
That's crazy. So you don't watch the older shit?
It's been
You
a
watch
while.
all his new stuff?
I'll just watch it if it's in front of me, but I'll go out my way.
Your favorite Adam Sandler movie is Pixels.
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky's your favorite?
Tarantino's in it.
Yeah, he is. He's the Christian guy.
I like that movie because it was so high concept,
It was.
and it failed so bad for him.
But what came out first, Dogma or that one?
I love Dogma though, but I don't know. I think that one did.
Little Nicky came out first and then Dogma, because it had that great moralisms of the '90s being expressed. Don't you think?
Yeah.
It was like bad humor could go pretty far.
I love Dogma,
Yeah.
but back then, Adam Sandler, every movie he made was a hit, and Little Nicky was the only movie that bombed that he made back then.
I watched it recently. We watched it twice last year.
It has some good actors in it.
Well, my kids watch it. It's actually entertaining all the way through.
Why did people hate it? He was acting. He was trying to act.
I honestly think it lasts. It's to this day, it's still watchable.
It's more watchable than Once Upon a Time.
It's more watchable than Billy Madison.
The one where he goes to school.
Yeah, it just like he starts. That movie it was good the first 45 minutes, and then something happened where they were just trying to piece it together an hour and a half out.
And then they did that golf movie.
And I don't know that one.
Happy
Kinda,
Gilmore.
don't you think that one was good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know Adam Sandler was a racist.
Yeah, he was.
He was all drunk. He got on the freaking.
What did he say?
He started saying like Mel Gibson shit. Like the Jews have started every war, and that his wife should get raped by a bunch of black dudes. I can't. I'm shocked that Adam Sandler went that low. Mel Gibson did it. it's like all these white actors are doing all the same things.
Well, he's Jewish.
Shia LaBeouf, isn't he Jewish?
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson's Jewish, isn't he?
No.
His mom was Jewish, just like Hitler.
I don't. Maybe
I'm pretty sure he has like a Jewish mom.
he could.
All these anti-Semitic people have Jewish moms. It's just
Like, what's his name?
who's the other anti-Semite?
Charles Lindbergh.
He had a Jewish mom.
I don't know. They took his baby. They stole his baby.
I think that's probably why I'm not anti-Semitic. I didn't have a Jewish mom. I had a Jewish dad.
Maybe they
It's
hate,
a reversal. It's
maybe
like
they hate their mom.
Freud. It's like a Freudian.
Well, you have to have a mom to be Jewish.
Do you?
I don't know. Some people think that.
What do you think? Who do you think's more impactful, a Jewish mom or a Jewish dad, just throughout history, like universally speaking? As an outsider, I think it's a Jewish mom that's always been like the patriarch.
It's different.
Is it different?
It goes back and forth.
Do you think there's that much sexism within the Jewish community?
Oh yeah.
Really? Like the women think men
No,
have vaginas.
no. If you go higher up,
The men the men act like the men think they're women.
let me put it this way. If you put higher up, the men think they're more powerful, but the less you do, the women think they're more powerful. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
At least throughout the movies, I always thought the Jewish moms could talk a whole lot more, and the men had to shut the fuck up.
that's if you're those are the people who aren't religious.
Oh, really? So the real staunch, like uncomedish ones, the men are sexist as hell.
yeah.
So the real great comedians come out of families where the mom is dominant.
I think so.
That'd be worth checking out.
But Jackie Mason, he came from a religious family. But okay, get this. Dig this.
Yeah.
Dig this, man.
Yeah.
If you go to the really religious places, they won't let the men and the women sit together.
Really?
There's a wall between them because they don't want the men to look at the women. And the women aren't allowed to pray on the where everyone's.
I believe it.
That's what I'm saying. The men are more dominant.
That happens with I think any of these religions that move higher up the hierarchy. If they're still bracketed within the religion,
Yeah, their sex is fucked.
they get higher up,
Yep.
they become sex traders
Basically.
of some sort. They show that they don't have sex, and they're not comfortable with female expression.
Oh, and then the women.
Yeah.
There's like this thing. They have to like take a bath every time they menstruate because they're like considered unclean. It's like a special room where they have to bathe.
Yeah.
And when they have sex, they have to like they have a sheet, and they have to like put their ding dong in a hole, and that's how they have sex.
And what kind of is this like?
It's like a whole
is
sheet
it
thing.
what Jewish sect is this?
Orthodox.
This is like hardcore Orthodox.
Yeah.
Dude, all the Orthodoxes are like that.
Yeah, I know.
It's wild, right? Can you imagine what they think of people that are like their poor son that's on the internet and he gets like he accidentally stumbles upon a gangbang triple anal fucking 2 cups, 1 cup, 2 chicks.
Well, you know that.
Can you imagine what that dude must think? He's
Well,
been fucking through a sheet his whole life.
you know.
He sees his son
You know-
stumble upon that on the internet.
Well, you know what the Amish does?
What?
They're like, okay, we're gonna give you a month to just go crazy, and we're not gonna judge you. And if you wanna be crazy, be crazy. We're
Yeah.
not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
But if you wanna do this life, then you can come back, but you have to obey all these laws. Rumspringa. Have you heard of Rumspringa? That's what everyone. I mean, they're not gonna do it, but that's like the right way to do it. If you're gonna live in a crazy world like that, at least give people a chance to get out of it, and don't judge them if they want to get out of it. You see what I'm saying?
How's that working? I've heard that story before. I think it's bullshit.
You don't think that's real? Or
No, I think it does happen, but like, I think there's obviously something else that's in the statement that isn't being told.
Oh.
Because I think the way it makes it sound is like, if you were to tell me that, and I'm gonna try to imagine myself Amish, and then having the possibility to go out and like, I don't know, indulge in everything I could, you need money for that. So what are they saying? You buy as many prostitutes as you can, you can come back home
I guess.
after
Yeah.
that. What if you're not buying prostitutes and you're going to these like,
You can smoke cigarettes.
you're going to Coachella
Yeah, that's.
and everybody's doing Molly and shit, and then they get in a
Anything.
relationship. They don't-
Anything.
Anything could happen. They meet some hippie dude who's into yoga, and guess what he says? He's like, yoga is like Amishism.
Yoga's a religion.
Yoga's a religion, but it's not against any religion. It's all one religion. Everybody is on the same trip, man.
Dig it.
Take your clothes off
Dig it. Get with the
and
program.
get with the freedom.
Keep on raw dogging it.
Keep on raw dogging in the free world.
Keep on raw dogging yoga.
I believe in yoga.
I believe in a yoga.
You wanna know why I believe in yoga?
I believe in yoga. I believe in yoga. I believe in yoga. I believe in Americans. Oh, I was gonna tell something you should sample.
Yeah, go for it.
Did
You
you
should have
ever-
told me earlier.
Did you ever hear Buffalo 66?
Oh yeah, with Vince Gallo.
He's like, goon, 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 goon. Do you remember that part?
No.
Oh.
That kind of sounds like this part.
Hey, clean your asshole. Huh?
Here, huh? What is this shit, huh? Huh? Here, huh? What is this shit, huh? Huh? Here, huh? What is this shit, huh?
Who is that?
Huh?
You know it,
Here, huh?
dude.
What is this shit, huh? Huh?
That is the great.
What is this?
That is the great.
Denzel Washington.
No, that is the great legend, Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah, no, I would never guess that, but I can hear it now.
I'm gonna email Carrie Lake
Well, he's Jewish
and I'm gonna
too.
screenshot it and I'm gonna post it all over my Facebook. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send Carrie Lake an email. I got Steven Seagal on the show Friday at 11 o'clock.
Your book too.
Your book too. I had to pull some strings, but it's happening.
We had to bump some people.
It's happening. It's happening, baby.
Well, I've been trying to troll her all week, and she hasn't been taking the bait.
Nothing. I'm gonna do a painting of her, dude.
She just ignores it.
I'm gonna do a painting of her. I'm going deeper and deeper into like what things I don't want to paint.
What happens if you drew her naked?
They kind of like made a nude of her,
Yeah.
smoking a joint,
Yeah, it just say, hey,
just taking a bong rip,
it's
being
a-
naked.
and the way you present it, don't do it like you're trolling her. Just say, hey, I really appreciate you, Carrie. I drew this in honor of you.
What if I did one of her butt naked with her pugs?
Yes. Yes.
No joint though. Because I'm trying to get her to like it at the same time. I want her pretty much what I want to do, Eli. This is what I want to do with everybody.
What happens if you put the pugs over her private parts when she's
Yeah, so it could be
so
like
it's sort of tasteful.
so she can post it,
Yeah.
and she doesn't know she's falling into my trap
Yes.
to be on my podcast
I think that's the right approach.
with Steven Seagal.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, clean your butthole before you walk into my mother's house. Forget about it.
Scumbag. I spoke to you, his self scumbag. I spoke to you,
His self scumbag.
I spoke to you, his self scumbag.
What else do you hear?
And this is their agenda. Their agenda was to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and to
Oh, I
do
know
away
that
with
is.
all corporate taxes.
I want to throw a beat to that. Hold
This
up.
is their agenda. Their agenda was to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid,
What I was gonna-
and to do away with all corporate taxes.
What I was gonna say, if you just
And
did,
this is their agenda. Their agenda
Yeah.
was to
I
cut
bet you'd have a
Social
hit if you just did a techno song to hit what he's saying.
Bernie Sanders remix. That's coming to you, motherfuckers.
The BS.
Yeah, that's a good one. Bernie Sanders.
DJ BS.
That'd be great, right? I'm always thinking about that. I'm more concerned about the poster than the actual day of the event. You get what I'm saying?
No.
I think everything doesn't need to ever happen. Events, like dates and times, like
Oh yeah.
the festival, the party.
It's like the imaginary event that people see when they look at the poster.
Yeah, that's a better experience.
It
'Cause
doesn't. Yeah.
they never come to my shit anyway, so why not just start making more stuff that they're not going to come to?
We'll do the opposite. Make a shitty flyer and have a good event.
Dude, that means you're cool. How do you do that?
Just put text. Abe Zuga Gallery, first Friday. Art.
$5 an hour podcasting. We'll hire.
High octane.
We'll hire on the spot.
High octane podcasting.
$5 podcast per $5 an hour podcast gig.
Looking for guests.
We'll hire on the spot.
Looking for guests for a podcast.
Pay $5 an hour.
Are you interesting? Are you an interesting person?
No, I like the more uninteresting you are, the better.
No, say, please send us a paragraph of why you're an interesting guest. If you get the job, we'll pay you $5 an hour.
And I only really had to pay, like, usually our podcast can only go 2 hours.
And it's an independent contractor position.
Yeah. So do they think they'd be
You have to
upset? Do they think they'd be upset if I only paid them $10 for one night?
Just say $10 a night.
What about podcasts? What about podcasts where we film ourselves doing an interview for a new hire of a podcast?
That might be too meta. There might be too many layers there.
That's what I'm into.
That's like an onion in a enigma in a puzzle.
That's like
I'm a puzzle in an enigma in another puzzle.
That's like Inception with Natalie Portman.
Well, she didn't even want to do the new Thor movie, and now she's in it. Conspiracy.
Oh, dude, you know who I saw was running some pretty cool ads? Shite LaBeouf. LaBeouf?
Oh yeah, he's playing his own story.
Well, he has these breakdowns every once in a while. It pretty much he's just underdeveloped. Like, he's still a child. Like, he needs to, like, grow up a little bit and deal with, like, more, like... He needs to sort out his priorities, pretty much.
Well, I guess he copies other people.
Yeah, but this is what I wanted to get at. Was he started doing this poster where I'm not famous anymore. And it was a picture of him. It was like a negation flyer.
Yeah.
And then he also did people only remember me from Transformers. No, I actually remember you from, like, TMZ. Just acting drunk and dumb and shit.
I remember him because he's actually a pretty good actor.
And what?
The Battle of Shaker Heights.
Is that good?
Yeah.
The Battle of Shaker Heights?
Yeah.
I'll check that one out.
He was on Project Greenlight.
Do you know what movie I did like him in? I liked him in...
Even Stevens?
No, I liked him in that one where Robert Downey Jr. plays his older self.
Iron Man?
It was called Green. It was a bunch of Brooklyn kids.
Oh,
It's totally slept on, but it has Robert Downey Jr.
Rounders?
It has Rosario Dawson in it.
It's called Rounders, right?
No, it's not Rounders. Dude, we're talking about Shia LaBeouf, not that other guy.
Matt Damon?
No, the guy who was in Fight Club.
Edward Norton?
Edward Norton. Edward Norton's only done one movie, and it's called American History X.
And Fight Club?
In Fight Club. What else has he done? Played the Hulk. Give me a break.
He did Stockbroker
Is that one good?
and Larry Flint.
Hey, what's that movie you told me to watch?
The Battle of Shaker Heights.
Shaker Heights? Shaker?
Yeah.
The Battle of Shaker Heights. Really? I like that one?
Nah.
Damn, dude.
No. Don't watch it.
You know what upsets me, man, when people are talking about all this, like, technology? They say that it's supposed to be trying to feed you more of what you want.
Algorithms?
Yeah, algorithms. But, dude, I haven't met an algorithm that's worked for me.
Okay,
Like I sit in my house. I'm depressed.
dig this, man.
Yeah.
I got a good idea for like a superhero villain.
Okay, go for it.
It's called the Algorithm.
And what's his power?
He just adapts.
He's like a chameleon.
He just adapts to the superhero. He can like conform to anything, like a gecko or a chameleon. Yeah, like a chameleon. But he's like
He has an enemy. Like say he runs into Magneto. Hypothetically, he runs into Magneto. Magneto wants to like throw a bunch of metal around him and freeze him up.
he can adapt.
What would he do?
He'd figure out he'd get hurt, but then he'd like switch things around.
How?
He'd be like,
I like your metal stuff.
he'd put like a.
I'm magnetic too.
He'd become like liquid. He can change anything about himself. But
You know what that is? You know what that is? It's called a symbiote. That's what Venom's made out of. So there's already a character like that. It's called a symbiote. That's what Venom is.
Yeah. So
He just mimics you and becomes a parasite. And then he slowly takes you over.
no, he's
He
like,
gives you the power that you think you have. So like if Magneto got to him, Magneto would feel like, man, I'm so strong. Look at my power works. But what would happen is he would enter into his magnetic field and then become Magneto.
okay, I got it. He's a computer virus. He goes through computers.
Yeah, who is that? What character is that? I know that one.
Johnny Mnemonic,
Yeah. Is that any good?
Lawnmower Man.
Is that one still good?
Didn't watch it.
I only watch Denzel Washington films. If he's not in it, I don't watch it. I heard this is really good movie.
Did you hear about the Malcolm X porn?
No.
Malcolm Sex.
Dude, that... Dude, you gotta... I want to be there when you say that one. When you say that one on stage, I want to be there. Dude, that one is that yours? That one's yours?
I just thought of it.
if you say it with the right timing, people would be like, "Oh, fucking stupid." If they're drinking, then they laugh. If they're not, they'd be like, "Dumb."
And did you hear about Martin Luther King?
His porn?
No, he's going to be a drag queen, Martin Luther Queen.
So when'd you say that?
He's like, I had a dream about you, sailor. Oh, behave.
I had a dream. One day we would hold hands together.
I had a dream that I was in a gangbang. I guess he was a real pervert, Martin Luther King, in real life.
He was just a guy that took advantage of his...
He took advantage of his flock.
Why not? He was a rapper, dude. He was a conscious rapper.
He might have been a SoundCloud rapper. Little King.
Little MLK.
Little Milk.
Little Milk. Oh my god, that's so horrible, dude.
I had a dream I was in my underpants in school. Can we delete this part?
I think it's funny, dude.
Okay.
Well, how can we balance it?
It's alright. If they attack me, they attack me.
Dude, I'm gonna use that. So I love those jokes, dude.
What?
Malcolm X. Yeah, Malcolm X. They're such horrible jokes, dude. That they could be good for the right.
Did you hear about the 9/11 porno?
No.
6911. And it's some chick just like she's putting the Twin Towers in her mouth. She's like, she's just finishing it off. She's like, all right, too far.
The planes are like the planes are like loads of jizz. Like,
6911. That's the 9/11 porn.
she's like, I feel it exploding in my mouth. Millions of people are dying, but they're the sperm.
And then the sperms are like.
The sperm represents the people jumping out of the windows.
The sperms are like Allah Akbar.
Ground zero is just like a wet stain on the bed. It's just a puddle on the bed. It's ground zero. Trying to think, but you're so good at it, dude. I'm trying to think of another one. I want to do like a. What do you heard about the Columbine porno? It was kiddie porn.
It's called the concubine.
It was kiddie porn, dude, because they're underage.
Oh God.
So it got pulled from the shelf.
Is
You got to go on the dark net for it.
concubine?
Concubine.
Concubine the musical.
What's another heinous activity that you can make a porno out of? It's like, you heard about the Pocahontas porno? Poker Heine?
Pocahontas.
I'm trying to think of some other things I want to talk about. What else did you send me? Oh, what's your view on like these overweight privilege things going on?
I haven't heard about that.
They take their reversal, and they get the most. Dude, they trend so hard.
Oh, the one you sent me?
Yeah, she has 1 million followers.
Disgusting.
It is kind of, right? A little bit.
It's just unhealthy people.
I'm not sure if it's unhealthy. It's just kind of a double negative.
Well, don't pretend something disgusting is attractive.
Well, I think what's disgusting is when.
Are you a magician?
Why?
Is she a magician?
Yeah.
Who's she fooling? Come on. Come on, get with the program, dude.
How many pinballs do they got over there at that Ziggy's Pizza?
I don't know, like 10 or 11?
That ain't enough.
Yeah.
So like, do you know if Castle and Coasters turn into a Dave & Buster's, how much more money they can make at that place?
Why? People want to go there?
They'd go there to get beer.
It's out of the way.
No, they started selling beer there.
Like Bobby McGee's or Bobby Q's.
Yeah.
That's in the middle of nowhere and people are going.
Yeah, but like think of Castle and Coasters. They started serving booze there. All those arcades. They got the best arcades in town.
We gotta pitch that to them. Should we be their marketing people?
They'd make millions. How do people play miniature golf without drinking?
What about drunk golf?
Drunk golf, dude. Like, yeah, you gotta take a shot. Like, there's a waitress. Dude, that'd be sick, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A waitress, some woman, walking around the miniature golf course, going, "Can I get you a drink? Can I get you a drink? Can I get you a drink?"
Yeah.
How is that not a moneymaker? Even if it's a shitty, goofy golf course, right? A miniature golf course. Say it's a shitty miniature golf course. The holes aren't even all that tough.
I'm curious if Castle and Coasters still makes money.
Well, he owns that spot. That shit's grandfathered in. The old man that created it. The guy who created Golf and Stuff.
Golf and Stuff?
Yeah, the old man who created that.
Wasn't there a lot of Golf and Stuffs? There was like more than one?
Yeah, they were in LA too, I think.
But then it branched off into Castle and Coasters?
Yeah. Once he got the permits to put the roller coasters in there. I mean, he had a whole build out back in the 90s.
So the guy, he lives in LA.
I think he lives here actually now. My buddy said he knew him. And
so he just owns the land? Or?
He owns everything.
He doesn't have to pay for
rent. He just has to pay taxes.
Oh, so it's all gravy?
It's all gravy. He owns that. All that shit's his, but maintenance cost.
He has to pay the employees.
They have to be having money because the only reason I know they have money is because they upgrade the video games.
Once, when I was in high school, that roller coaster got stuck upside down.
Uh-huh.
And it was everywhere. It was on CNN.
Oh, really? It was stuck upside down?
It was like big news.
It just stuck on the top of the hoop?
Yeah.
No shit.
And then they, you know what they named
I
that?
never heard that.
You know what they named that coaster?
Desert Storm.
Did we talk about that before?
No.
Yeah, they named it Desert Storm. It's like naming it Operation Iraqi Freedom or whatever the hell we're doing now. Do you know how much? Do you know how crazy?
Was there protesting?
No.
No, zero.
Because it was like back in the days when people were watching RoboCop, like we were saying last time.
Yeah.
In the 80s, cops are cool.
Yeah.
In the 80s, you could name a roller coaster after a war.
Yeah,
and people would be gung ho about it.
Totally was, dude. We should name a roller coaster like mass shooting at
Columbine?
Walmart. Columbine Walmart.
Columbine the ride. Oh God. I guess that Star Wars Land and Disneyland.
Mhm.
It failed.
Really?
Like they're losing tons of money on that.
No one likes that, right?
So what they need to like, I don't know, maybe that's an option. Do a war ride. Do like Afghanistan the ride. It's like laser tag and you're like shooting. I don't know.
They should do a ride with like you're in a black coaster and a bunch of cops are shooting at you.
Oh yeah, and then.
But it has nothing to do with race. It's just the coaster's black and the cops are just shooting at you.
And you get to shoot back.
No, you're running for your life.
It's like in virtual reality or something.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a great virtual reality thing.
You know, it'd be fun, right?
Could you imagine what that would be like? Hey, if I was an artist, what do you think? If I somehow reconstructed a racial interaction with a police officer where you don't know what it is, but you're like, why is this cop looking at me like this?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Why is he so quick to shoot me?
Yeah.
But I'm still not trying to overdo it because I'm not trying to be political here. But can you imagine at the end of it, you're like, oh, daunting, like, oh, I was a black dude. Oh shit, didn't know.
I think people would buy that.
You're just on it, but you don't know till the end what it was about.
Um,
What about that movie? What about that one movie? You remember that movie where it was virtual? It was from first person, and he jumped out of an airplane and he got blown up. It was like a crazy ass action movie. It was from the virtual reality perspective.
Smoothed?
No,
Smacked?
no, it was something. It was like something John had a name in it. You don't know what I'm talking
I
about?
sort of know what you're talking
It was a film, but it was filmed from your eyeballs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's back up a little. I just had an idea for a ride.
Go for it.
And it's a legitimate ride someone could actually do and it'd make a lot of money.
What is it?
The O.J. Simpson chase.
Oh, you're actually sitting
You're
in a Bronco,
and it's like
shakes.
it's a motion simulator, and you're going down the freeway, the LA.
And you have the whole recording of when he's on the phone.
Yep. And the guy's driving, and he's talking to you. He's like, "Don't shoot yourself, man. Don't do it, OJ."
That'd be kind of cool.
I think people
So
don't.
but the thing is, how long can you make the ride so you can keep getting new people on it?
It works on a nostalgic level. Don't they just have
Could
to?
you shrink it down to like a 5-minute ride experience?
Yeah.
And do like 5 of them going on at once
Yeah.
inside of a warehouse?
Oh yeah.
That way we can keep the line moving.
Well, that's what they did with that Star Wars Millennium Falcon ride.
And no one likes it now.
Yeah, people don't like it.
That's fucked up.
Well, they only had one ride, and they made a big deal about that land.
Yeah. What happened with it? Like, why did it suck?
They raised the prices at Disneyland. They raised all the hotels. The main ride that they're gonna build hasn't been built yet. You had to buy all the things, like all the rides. You had to spend like $200 because, except for that Millennium Falcon thing, but everything else you had to spend a lot of money. Like you had to build a lightsaber and a robot, and that costs extra money. So
it was some.
there's really only one ride you could go on.
Which one?
The Millennium Falcon ride.
Dude, so they didn't work the numbers. They didn't number crunch
They
at all.
gypped everyone. I mean, they Jewed them. No.
Do you see the new Woody Allen porno?
Woody Bunner. I think my boner's getting bigger. Freud said that I'm gonna take a rain check on that.
Dude, I actually gotta. Hey, I gotta go actually check in on that new Woody Allen film.
Which one is that?
It's called Rainy Day in New York.
I stopped watching them.
Really, you're protesting?
No, it's just he does too many of them.
Well, this last one, it was for Netflix, and Amazon pulled it.
Yep, I heard about that.
So, but it got released in Paris now, over in France and Europe.
Huh.
I could hunt it down. I bet you can find a copy.
That's like Roman Polanski.
Yeah.
They only watch his stuff there.
Well, you know what's sad? Woody Allen was only doing films in Europe since Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Yeah,
He did about 5 films over there.
Well, he had
6. He even did no, it was after it was after that movie with Scarlett Johansson debut type thing.
Well,
it was after Lost in Translation.
He had a big hit recently.
Match Point. You remember Match Point?
Yep.
That movie's sick. That may have been one of his.
He had a career resurgence with that one.
Yeah, but it wasn't his style.
You remember that movie with Owen Wilson?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I guess that was a huge hit.
Yeah, that one did. Tarantino said he saw it like 4
that made
times
a lot
in
of
row.
money.
Yeah, Tarantino said he loved that one.
Is with all artists like he would go in Paris and meet all artists.
Yeah. I like Woody Allen movies.
Yeah, I was in a Woody Allen movie. That's Owen Wilson. Yeah.
Do you know who won't film Owen Wilson? Tarantino will never film Owen Wilson.
Why?
He's on Howard Stern saying, I don't think that guy's funny.
Well, have you seen his early movies?
Yeah, like Bottle Rocket.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, all those
he wrote that movie too.
Bottle Rocket?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He was sort of brilliant when he first.
So he's friends with Wes Anderson?
They were They came up together.
Oh, that's cool.
They made the Bottle Rocket together.
Yeah.
They were struggling, and then he just somehow became a huge movie star out of nowhere.
I remember the first time I saw him, I was like, man, what's up with his nose? I still try to figure out his nose.
I guess he tried to commit suicide.
And that's why his nose is like that?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like just ran to a wall or something?
I don't know.
So every time he looks in the mirror, it reminds him of his lowest point in life. And he's like, I will think positive from now on. I become the greatest actor in the world. How did those Jackie Chan movies go? You remember?
Shanghai Night?
Yeah, is that good? Shanghai Noon? Shanghai Night?
Noon?
Shanghai Noon. That movie came out during the same time that Wild Wild West came out.
And Dogma.
And Dogma? I hated all those movies. I don't even think I even liked Dogma. It was too religious for me. Even for, like I don't like atheism, but I also don't like religions.
That's what John Lennon said.
Yeah, so like if we can get people, anybody on here, I'll pay you $5 an hour. Or you can trade it.
Do you think Carrie Lake has an agent?
No. I think she has like some dudes that like look up like. I think she has someone that she'll say, "Hey, someone call me. Do you know anything about these guys?"
She has an assistant.
Yeah, assistant. Can you go check these guys' podcast?
We have to get in touch with the assistant.
But the assistant will background check us real quick.
He's the gatekeeper.
If we come at her like pros, and say we got a podcast, it's run this shit through.
What happens if we
It's clear to make the record straight.
What happens if we say to the assistant, "Yeah, we did some stupid shit, so
It's all jokes.
don't look us up, but we'll give you some money, or we'll give you like a something. Just tell her our podcast is legit."
Yeah, so, yeah, it's just kind of, see, like, oh, did you hear the Joe Biden's recent quote? Poor kids are just as bright as white kids.
What?
Poor kids are just as bright as white kids.
Oh boy.
The semantics are
When did you
beautiful.
say that?
He just said it recently. It's trending like crazy right now. And then Bill Moyer,
Bill
Mahler, is making jokes out of it.
So he just thought white kids were the norm? They already said he was racist.
Oh man, Rick Ross dropped a new album.
I say let those fish attack each other.
What did Kid Rock do?
Let those piranhas attack each other.
So Kid Rock Did you hear the new Kid Rock thing?
No.
He damn, I don't have that shit over here. He supposedly he talked shit to Taylor Swift.
What'd he say to her?
He said she's nothing but a dick sucker.
Mientras los jugadores se sigan deslizando para celebrar, tú puedes contar con Geico para ahorrar dinero. En 15 minutos podrías ahorrar 15% o más.
That's the ad?
Yeah. Oh my god. Dude.
So what if she is?
So what if she sucks dick?
She's pretty?
So Kid Rock's a Republican, right?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift wants to be a Democrat because she wants to be in movies, period. And it looks like she will suck the doorknob off Hollywood to get there. Oldest move in the book. Good luck, girl. Kid Rock. Dude, Kid Rock is that big of a hater?
Why does he care?
He hates her too? I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift, actually. I think she's a good home girl.
She seems sort of phony, but I don't care that much.
I don't think she seems as phony as half these other musicians.
I think she has a calculated image.
Totally, but do you think she follows through with it?
That's her job.
That's her job. She's like Janet Jackson or Michael Jackson.
Her job is for everyone to love her.
If people think Taylor Swift is phony, Michael Jackson's phony.
Yeah. I don't think anyone disagreed with that.
She's just a white version. She crosses over though.
She has nice boobs.
She has nice teeth.
She's a nice face.
She has nice like a lip, teeth.
I'd rather
composition.
look at Taylor Smith than Michael Braxton.
Michael Braxton.
Michael Braxton. Tony Braxton. I feel like there's a lot of stuff here that I shouldn't have said.
Really? You want to be censored?
No.
Don't worry. I'll put it at the beginning. Should I title this podcast? If you want to cancel Eli Kluger, I have all the dirt on me in this podcast.
Say the Accidental Post podcast.
The most racist podcast.
Did you see this girl? She actually posted a video of her like hitting her dog. She was a YouTuber.
Oh, is that good?
And everyone canceled it. She got canceled.
What about the podcast I call Abe Zuka Says the N-Word podcast?
Oh, God.
No. That won't get it? I mean, it's not like I said it. But don't you think people be like, oh, I can't wait. Dude, I can't wait. Dude, you just karate chopped it.
What happens if you're people who don't like you already? That they're gonna love that podcast.
Dude, they already canceled me, dude. Honestly, they've been doing a pretty good job at it. I've tested the waters.
They canceled your sitcom?
I don't think they're watching.
Huh. They moved on to something else. What did they move on to?
I don't see him around. Probably got a job finally.
I saw that girl once at my work, and then I didn't see her ever again.
They probably sooner or later are gonna need to grow up. And pay
I
that
think
rent.
she just like comes in once in a while to Phoenix, and she doesn't really live here.
No, they're all posers.
She just sort of visits sometimes.
Yeah.
And they don't even live here, really?
A lot of people in Phoenix, this is the deal.
So they want to burn everything down. They're here for a week, and they want to burn everything down, and they just go back to California.
There's no venues in these other cities these hack-ass artists could actually do anything at. So they come out to Phoenix and thinking they're in a small pond.
Yeah.
We all see right through it. Because we've all done it before.
And they're trying to torch everything.
Yeah. We've all been there.
They're trying to burn everything down. It's easier to burn than build.
Oh, hey, what's up with the Pete's Fish and Chips? You see how everybody's trying to make them all racist?
Because they don't want light rails?
They don't want light rails.
Guess what? Guess where the food dude's going again? Guess where the food dude's going? Pete's Fish and Chips. Next episode.
What do you usually get at Pete's Fish? What are you gonna sample?
I actually, when I worked for my parents, they would get it every week.
What?
They love that shit.
The Pete's Fish and Chips?
They eat it every week.
Really? What do you get?
I would eat the fish, but it'd be the blandest fish I ever ate in my life.
Really?
It was like, tastes terrible.
But your parents still like it.
They loved it. I don't know.
Did they get it with fries? Did they get it with fries?
You know what was good there? The mushrooms, the fried mushrooms.
Okay.
I remember that being good. But, yeah.
But the fish sucks.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I guess we could wind this up. Let's see.
That's it, right?
Yeah, we'll wind it up.
Give a last thought. Give a conclude.
We want to give prayers. We want to apologize for all the ignorant things these other podcasts say. And we just want to say that
I had a few Kanye moments
recently.
on this podcast.
What were those?
Malcolm Sex. Oh, I should have said it
And
again.
he also said ML Queen.
ML Queef.
I had a dream.
I had a dream that someone was... No, never mind.
You also
But I made fun of Jewish people too, so now we're even. You remember in the beginning of the podcast?
what was the joke?
I said they shouldn't fuck with the sheets on around their wieners.
I don't think they should either.
So we're even, right? It's about the same.
I think if people want to fuck with sheets on their wieners, that's their decision.
Well, it's holy sheets.
But if they go Amish, they're never going back.
I guess Mormon people wear underwears too. Magical underwears.
The mother.
They wear rubbers.
Magic
The
unders.
the Amish moms wear condoms. So we just want to let you know we don't. Whatever side you happen to be on in your life, you can. We're for it. All right, we're not against it. This podcast is sponsored for $5 an hour. If you want to be on it, you can get paid $5 an hour.
If you're a company like Panda Express and you want to sponsor our podcast, we're open to that too. We want to sponsor the orange chicken really bad.
Panda Express is the future of everything.
You know what the future is, really?
What?
CBD infused anything. Every
Orange chicken,
Or-
CBD infused
Yep.
orange chicken.
But McDonald's is gonna have that. Carl's Jr. is gonna have that.
So you put CBD with MSG and you got dynamite.
Dynamite chicken. I'm sorry.
Love your mother.
Call her up.
Ask her if she's Jewish. It's important.
It doesn't count if your dad's Jewish.
And unfollow Neil deGrasse Tyson. That guy. Let him go fly a rocket. Let him go fly his stupid rocket already.
Seacrest out.